Sat Sri Akal to everyone. Pleasure to be on your show. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me, and Ramzan Mubarak to everyone.
थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रीति, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। आपने रमजान की मुबारकबाद दी, लेकिन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं इंट्रोडक्शन करवा दूं। वैसे उनकी इंट्रोडक्शन की मेरे ख्याल में जरूरत नहीं है, बट इट्स द फॉर्मेलिटी ऑफ आवर शो। तो हम बात करेंगे कि मतलब प्रीति करती क्या क्या है। शी इज ए जियो पोलिटिकल एक्सपर्ट। आप लोग जानते हैं मुख्तलिफ इश्यूज के हवाले से वो बात करती है, और जो इंटरनेशनल कॉलमिस्ट है, शी इज राइटिंग फॉर इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर्स, वर्किंग विद द टीवी एंड रेडियो इन द यूएस। इसके अलावा जो उनकी एक्सपर्टीज है, दैट इज द यूएस एंड इंडिया रिलेशन। एंड इसके अलावा अगर हम बात करते हैं साउथ एशिया की, तो इस पे भी बहुत ज्यादा इनका फोकस रहता है, और वो इसके ऊपर अक्सर इंडियन न्यूज चैनल्स के ऊपर हम इनको देखते रहते हैं, यूट्यूब पे लोग इनको इनवाइट करते रहते हैं, और बहुत सारी जगहों पे हमें ये नजर आती है। शी इज अ ब्यूटीफुल लेडी, आई विल से दैट आल्सो, बट ब्यूटी विद, मैं जिसे कहते हैं ना, ब्यूटी विद ब्रेन जिसको कहते हैं, खूबसूरत जहन के साथ। शी इज अ वेरी इंटेलिजेंट लेडी। आप लोग देखते रहते हैं, लेकिन एक दफा फिर मैं उनको कहूंगा वेलकम टू द शो प्रीति।
नमस्ते, थैंक यू सो मच।
बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रीति। यू हैव जॉइन माय शो डिबेट्स विद फखर। हम स्टार्ट करेंगे, अगर इंडिया से हम शुरू कर लें इस रीजन में। मोदी जी जब से आए हैं एज ए प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, तो इंडिया पहले भी लोग जानते थे, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है, एक बहुत बड़ी हिस्ट्री है उनकी। बट आफ्टर मोदी रिजीम इंडिया कहीं और स्टैंड करता है। मेरे ख्याल में इंडिया बहुत नीचे से बहुत हाइप एक क्रिएट हुई और बहुत आगे आया है। वर्ल्ड जब स्टेज के ऊपर हम देखते हैं, बड़े कंट्रीज के साथ खड़े होते हैं। क्या नजर आता है आपको कि क्या ऐसा किया है मोदी जी ने इन लास्ट 5 to 6 और 7 ईयर्स, कि हिंदुस्तान जो है वो अमेरिका के साथ हो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ हो, जापान के साथ हो, या वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज के साथ हो, वो एक स्टेज पे खड़ा रहता है और एक बड़ी रिस्पेक्ट कमाई है उसने वर्ल्ड स्टेज के ऊपर।
Well, thank you again, Yusuf Zaisab, for having me on your show. Great question, Bilkul. This is a lot of people talk about this. I think there is a before Modi and there is an after Modi for India. I think before Modi we were almost apologetic for being Indian, for being Bharatiya, and although we have always been the greatest democracy in the world and given the world yoga and ahimsa and meditation, and we are known to be this sort of peaceful country, old ancient civilization. However, I think that pride of who we are, the identity, what is the Indian identity, what does it mean to be Indian, what is the India story, all these things suddenly after Modi, I think almost every Indian citizen started thinking about it, because for the first time, I think in 70 years post independence, we are seeing a prime minister who is proud to be Indian. I'm sure you know our history of failed prime ministers that we've had from the Gandhi family and so on. And it was just that their idea of India, I think, was so different from what the common man experienced. So with Modi, this is a person, he came from nowhere. He's a tea seller, and he's now the leader of the free world in many ways. So I think every Indian feels more Indian. They're proud to be Indian, and they're proud to, I think, declare to the world. And also with economy, with the GDP, because we have the military, we have the population, we have a young population. So suddenly all the dynamics work for India, and we are seeing a decline in Europe, UK, the empire is done. US, we don't have to speak too much about the chaos that is going on. It's a divided country in so many ways,
Yes.
failed, I think, morally and spiritually. And you have the only two powers are rising, China and India, and the less said about China, the better. So which leaves only India, to be honest, as a country that's responsible and that everybody can look up to. I think for the first time post Modi, we are proud to be Indian. I think Modi has sort of instilled that, pride, and I think the
Hmm.
identity and idea of India is more clear today than it ever was. So that's just a brief sort of, summary of, I think, what Modi has done for the country.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I'm watching him from last couple of years that India is going up day by day around the world. Especially जब हम बात करते हैं इस रीजन में, तो हिंदुस्तान का एक नाम जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा आगे आया है. हम पाकिस्तान की तरफ भी आएंगे and I will ask so many questions regarding Pakistan, but आएंगे यूएस एंड इंडिया रिलेशनशिप के ऊपर. इंडिया पहले रशिया के साथ उनके बहुत अच्छे रिलेशनशिप्स थे, बट राइट नाउ वो एक शिफ्ट आया है फ्रॉम द रशिया टू द यूएसए. इसको कैसे देख रही हैं, मतलब इसको बैलेंस करना, क्योंकि रशिया एंड यूएस आपस में उनका एक जिसे कहते हैं कि एक राइवलरी हम कह सकते हैं, एक हिस्टोरिकल, वो अफगानिस्तान के पर्सपेक्टिव से हो या किसी और तरीके से अगर हम बात करें, तो क्या नजर आ रहा है कि इंडिया कैन बैलेंस द रिलेशनशिप विद रशिया एंड द यूएस?
Bilkul, very good question. It's not going to be easy. During the Trump administration, I think India and the US got very close, more close than they've ever been. Which was, ironically, it worked out. Even during George W. Bush Jr.'s time, somehow he saw India as an ally, which
Yeah.
was good. The problem that India is going to have is, for so long they've had this romantic, sentimental love affair with the Soviet Union and then Russia. And
Yeah.
I just think that the times have changed. US is not an adversary now. They are going to be our great ally, and India is going to be a great ally to the US, defense partner, strategic partner, all of those amazing things. So India, I think, I'm not so sure you can have a 50-50 relationship with both, because these two are the greatest adversaries.
Yeah.
Ironically, it should really be the US and China that should be the greatest adversaries, which maybe post COVID, I hope that's, the Americans, your foreign policy experts and the government here is going to wake up and realize who their friends are and who their enemy is, because somehow they seem to be lopsided on that issue. I think India has to be careful. They obviously don't want to cut this historical tie that they've had with Russia at a time when nobody else came to our rescue. Russia, Soviet Union was there, right? So
Exactly.
nobody can forget that. However, I think times change, foreign policy changes. Also, the closer Russia becomes to China, they start becoming kind of indifferent to India. They're not such a great ally anymore. And I think Russia needs to also wisen up and tread carefully with who it wants to go to bed with. I don't think China is the best, let's say, bed partner for them. They really need to be very careful what sort of relationship they're trying to develop with China. So the more closer Russia gets to China, I think India has to get away from that alliance and really go all in with the US. Uh, I think they'll try to balance it in some way, but I just feel like the momentum is really more India going towards the US, and probably that's better considering their democracies. And I know both countries have their fair share of problems. No one's perfect, but at least they're not rogue. And I think the more closer you get to China, you understand rogue elements at play and the havoc that they've caused to the world. With their so many initiatives